So set me up where I'm supposed to be. So the words, this here, it's the sweet spot. Yeah. So look, guys, it's fun to talk about the high moments, the victories, those mountains, but sometimes we need to talk about the low moments, right? And sometimes we talk about what happens when we've taken a loss, right? When we've been hurt, we've been cheated on, we've been emotionally abused. And what I want to talk to you about today is that emotional injuries are like broken legs, they're like broken arms, okay? Here's 3 reasons how. Number 1, it hurts when it happens. When you've been emotionally harmed, it hurts, right? Just like immediately when you've broken a leg or an arm or a bone, it hurts in the moment that it happens. Unless by chance you break a leg or an arm in a place where you're paralyzed and your nervous system isn't connected, otherwise it's gonna hurt. We don't want to be at a place where we're emotionally paralyzed. You get what I'm saying? There's an emotional disconnect where things happen to you, but you're numb now and you don't feel the pain, right? That means he abuses you verbally or she abuses you verbally, but you don't even feel the hurt anymore. We don't want to be there. So we have to acknowledge that number 1, it hurts when it happens. The second way that emotional injuries are like broken arms or broken legs is that it hurts as it heals. And we have to understand that when you break an arm or you break a leg and you put it into a cast or you try to put it in a sling or whatever the device may be, it's gonna hurt as it's healing, which means when someone tries to get close or tries to touch it, whatever the subject may be or whatever the emotional injury may be, it's gonna hurt to the touch, right? You're not gonna be able to use it immediately out the gate. That means you've been through a rough breakup, okay? You've been through a rough relationship with your father or your best friend. That next relationship, it's gonna hurt a little bit, right? It's gonna hurt a little bit to move that emotional muscle one more time and be able to be intimate with somebody again because you've already been hurt once. So it's gonna hurt as it heals. The third way that emotional injuries are like breaking an arm or breaking a leg is that you have to heal correctly. If you don't go see a doctor when you've physically broken an arm or broken a leg, you're not gonna heal correctly, right? And a lot of times people say that time heals all wounds. Well, my pastor told me that time doesn't heal all wounds, only God does. So unless you allow God to heal you in the parts of your emotions that have been broken by an intimate friendship that went bad or an intimate relationship that went bad, it's not gonna heal properly. And what happens when something doesn't heal properly, right? You might still be able to use it, but it's deformed. You might still be able to walk on that leg, but you're crippled and you're not able to have that full range of motion. And what we're trying to get back to, listen, what we're trying to get back to is a full range of emotional motion. So the last thing I want to share with you is that after you've gone through the process where it hurt when it happened, right? It hurt as it healed, but it healed properly. That one day it's gonna function properly again. One day you're going to run again. One day you're gonna be able to lift like you did before, if not better. One day you can dance again, but you can't skip the process. It has to heal, and it has to heal properly. Man, one of these days I'll be like one shot, one kill. No one's here. I can't feed off anyone's energy. Okay. This is the B-roll that they normally do that's like really funny. They're like, who's the guy talking to? It's my sexy wife, by the way, guys. She's super sexy. She's totally distracting me.